Hello, my name is Riaan Blom, Technical Consultant Engineer with Avaya. This video is about turning on TSAPI and DMCC Tracing on Avaya Aura Application Enablement Services, or AES. First we will look at turning on TSAPI tracing. In order to turn on tracing for TSAPI, you will have to log into the AES Management Console. Then browse to Status, then to Log Manager, and then to Trace Logging Levels. This page is where the majority of AES tracing can be enabled or disabled. Please take note that you should not change trace logging levels without guidance from an Avaya engineer, and that turning on tracing or increasing logging levels may degrade system performance. You'll notice the top section is for AES core services and the bottom section is for the DMCC service. To turn on tracing for the TSAPI service, unless otherwise instructed, select Everything On for the TSAPI service. Then click on Apply Changes. Next, accept the warning. Now TSAPI tracing is on. To disable TSAPI service tracing, you will just follow the same procedure to set the TSAPI service tracing to disabled. Next we will look at turning up DMCC tracing for third-party call control applications. These applications typically do not register any devices through AES, but mainly monitor and control devices. An example would be Avaya Oceana. From the same trace logging levels page, increase default logging, XML logging, and call control service logging to finest. Then click on Apply Changes. To accept the warning, click on Apply. Next we will look at turning up DMCC tracing for first-party call control applications. These applications typically do register devices through AES and typically perform the monitoring through the TSAPI service depending on what information they need. An example would be the Avaya contact recorder. From the same trace logging levels page, you would need to increase default logging, RAS logging, Q931 logging, and registration service logging. Then click on Apply Changes. To accept the warning, click on Apply. Next I will cover downloading DMCC traces through the AES Management Console. From the home page, browse to Status and then to Logs. Browse to Error Logs and then select the DMCC logs you wish to download. You can open these logs with any text editor. Next we will look at the location of TSAPI traces on AES, since these cannot be downloaded through the browser. To view TSAPI traces, you will need to use an application like PuTTY to SSH to the AES server. You can log in as Cust or Craft and will then need to change to a root level account. TSAPI traces can be found in the path shown on the screen. Next, we will look at the location of DMCC traces on AES. You may need this if you choose not to download them through the Management Console. You can log in as the Cust or Craft account. Then, change to the path shown on the screen. There are also some other logs you can consult on AES to investigate issues experienced with the TSAPI or DMCC service. The MVAP logs report on all AES core services issues, but do not include any traffic-related events. From this location, you can also view alarm logs, and you can view the security logs, which show application login and logout events. Lastly, you can also view audit logs, which will show you who logged into the AES and when. For further reference, please note that the location of all AES logs are also documented in the Administering and Maintaining Avaya Aura Application Enablement Services documentation. Thank you for your time today. We welcome comments, questions, and feedback at mentor@avaya.com or on Twitter @AvayaMentor. For more details or related information, please visit support.avaya.com. Thank you for choosing Avaya.